Hello, and today I'm reviewing the DRMTLGY Universal Tinted Moisturizer Sunscreen. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos, so if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, join my Patreon community, or click on the links below. And today I've got a Beanie Baby for Robin. I should have found a Robin Beanie Baby. I'm sure there is one somewhere, but anyway, there we go. Super cute. It's like a little unicorn pup. Unicorn pup. Super cute. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you guys have been requesting me to review this one for some time now. So I finally get a chance to review it. And they say this antioxidant-rich SPF 46 is lightweight and oil-free, formulated as an all-in-one sunscreen and foundation that blends naturally to match all skin tones, leaving a natural, healthy glow. Also features a high concentrate of hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin E, and I'm wearing it underneath foundation today. It does give you a glow and some sheer coverage. So, okay, my first criteria is packaging, and no issues with the packaging. Very nice pump bottle. That's about it. Easy to find on your table because it's about 10 inches taller than every other sunscreen I own. So, okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, this does not contain any of those. It also has no fragrance and really no noticeable scent at all. So that's always a nice thing. This one is made in the US, so no issues with that. So let's get down to the details. SPF, they say, is 46. I'm a little bit hesitant with tinted sunscreens and kind of sunscreen moisturizers. You really have to make sure to apply them liberally to get the advertised SPF. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, especially ones that have a tint, because you're tempted to kind of apply it so it looks more sheer. So just be sure you're noted that. In terms of the UVA protection with this one, so this only has one UVA filter, which is zinc oxide. And the thing is, if you apply it too thinly, you're not going to get much UVA protection. I would say this provides probably average UVA protection. I mean, it doesn't have any exciting newer UVA filters other than just the zinc oxide, which is just fine. But in terms of real strong UVA protection, things like Bioderma or like La Roche-Posay that I reviewed, this probably is nowhere near that. But again, they're made in the US, so they really don't have the option to add in any exciting new UVA filters other than the zinc oxide, which is broad spectrum. So there you go. So it provides some, but probably not nearly as good as a lot of other sunscreens, which is not their fault. Okay, filters used. So we've got 12% zinc oxide. Gives you broad spectrum. It covers all the rays: UVA, UVA2, UVA1, UVB. Pretty stable and non-irritating. Pretty good for skin. Then we've got Octinoxate, which is a UVB filter. It's feels nice, works well in products. It's not the most stable filter, so keep that in mind. But with the zinc oxide, I'm pretty sure you're pretty protected from UVB and UVA for the most part. However, that being said, this is not a sunscreen I would recommend on days you're going to be outside all day, days where it's really sunny, days you're exercising outside, sweating, going to the beach. It's just not one I would recommend. This one is much better used as a kind of a day-to-day sunscreen when you're not outside a ton. Maybe just work or at home, maybe go outside for a little bit, less than an hour or two. That's what I'd use it for. I would not recommend this as a high strength, going to the beach, out all day sunscreen. So, okay, so let's get to the tint, because my next category is white cast. This does not have a white cast. This is a pretty universal tint. I've heard from a lot of people with really pale skin that found this tint works well for their skin tone. And then deeper skin tones have mentioned this goes on a lot better. It doesn't give them the purple cast that a lot of them do. So it is pretty natural, I would say. So no white cast there. Kind of gives you a bit of a tan look, which is okay with me. And in my opinion, it is more universal than a lot of other universal tints, which they always claim is universal, great for all skin tones. It's usually not the case, but this one is much more friendly. And then the texture, so it feels like a lotion, which is fine. Smooths over skin pretty easily. It does feel a bit greasy at first, but so keep that one in mind. But feels nice. It works well with other products underneath it, over it. I've never had any issues with pilling, so that's a good thing. And just remember when you're applying it that you need to apply it liberally to get the SPF protection that they state, which moisturizers and tinted products I'm always a little bit leery of, so keep that one in mind. And then ease of use. So you can see it sets to pretty shiny finish. So you're going to want to finish this off with a powder or perhaps a foundation. It does kind of shear out the skin tone and even it out a bit. But if you have really any real red spots or any blemishes or things like that, you're going to apply a foundation or something or concealer over it. And certainly set with a powder because it is kind of a shiny finish that is slightly sticky. And that doesn't go away. So there you go. But a lot of people really like the finish. So, yeah. So just remember to apply it liberally. Okay, antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So they say it's an antioxidant-rich formula, but I mean, it's an okay list of ingredients, but it's not really, like, super exciting or antioxidant-rich. We've got niacinamide, great brightening, anti-acne, and barrier repair ingredient. We've got knotgrass extract, which is a flavonoid-rich plant extract that is claimed to help boost UV and infrared protection. Then we've got sodium hyaluronate because it has to be in every single product. It's a humectant. It's in everything. And then vitamin E, antioxidant hydrating ingredient. So not a super exciting list, but we've got a few ingredients which are nice to have in there. Then in terms of acnegenic ingredients, we really only have one, and that is olea-3 phosphate. So this is a pretty safe product for acne-prone skin, especially since it contains niacinamide, which is anti-acne. So overall, very friendly for acne-prone skin. In terms of animal testing, this is cruelty-free, so no issues with that. Performance. So for like an average day, this is a nice sunscreen to wear. Kind of evens out skin tone, or even on days when you don't want to wear a foundation. This is nice to use. Very sunny days, days you're sweating, days you're at the beach. Go with something different. That's just my recommendation. I just don't think with tinted products, tinted moisturizers with sunscreen, people apply them liberally enough. And even that being said, this one's made in the US, so right off the bat, they've got some things working against them just in terms of newer filters, UVA protection, because the FDA doesn't approve any new filters. But otherwise, this is a nice one. I think it's probably more geared towards drier skin types, certainly because it does kind of feel a little bit shiny and hydrating, but there's people that have dry skin that really enjoy it too. So, and even better, get to the price. So it's the full size 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters. It retails for $22, which is pretty darn affordable. So a nice, affordable option. Okay, so with 15 being a perfect score, I have this one at 14. It's got a lot going for it as a tinted moisturizer, not as a hardcore sunscreen. So keep that in mind. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on this. I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to try this one out yet or not, if you have what your thoughts are. So, especially if there's anybody with deeper skin tones, what are your thoughts on the tint? So, love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much.